Yeah, listen, we've come away to a difficult venue, and the players really stood up to that. I thought they had a real positive attitude in the game, especially second half. First half, we weren't aggressive enough in our play, and then when we arrived in the final third of the field, I didn't think we spent enough time in there. We were giving the ball away with loose passing and didn't quite connect the game. But second half we were much better. Gales we bring into the game, and he provides us with a great platform to come through the pitch, and we created some really good opportunities, and he scores a very good goal. So, but you know, Red Star's record, they've won 7 out of 7, and they're going to be confident, and they've scored a lot of goals. But for us, I thought we were good in aspects of the game tonight, especially our resilience and mentality, and as the competition improves, then we will improve as well.
The goal that you scored tonight was a touch of class, wasn't it? It was a great first touch, it's a great finish, and I think he demonstrated tonight just what he'll bring to the Celtic team. Would that be fair?
Oh, there's absolutely no doubt. It's why when we were after someone and then he became available, while he was the one I wanted in, because I've spent over 4 years with him, and I know his quality at the very highest level, and once he gets his match fitness, he'll be even more prominent for us. But wonderful touch, great finish, calm, but also he brought other players into the game. He was a real reference for us in the second half, and he had a couple of other moments where he nearly gets in and the keeper makes a good save, but now he was a real threat for us second half.
Brendan, much of last year we're talking about how improved the side were away from home. We're able to go away to these tough venues in Europe and get results. How pleased are you that it still seems that way? When they levelled it and the crowd were right behind them, that's when a team can fall, but they stood up to it, and they just kept to the task and got a valuable point. Yeah,
absolutely, and that is key. If you're going to win games and get crucial points away from home, then of course being able to do that, and especially like places like here, I think this is a stadium that's well renowned throughout Europe for being a really tough venue to play in. But our players came here and showed the resilience, showed a real positive energy in the game, and embraced the challenge. And like I said, in my opinion, we could have won the game. But what is important is that you don't lose the game, and we had a strong mentality to see that through at the end.
Just a quick word on Colby Donovan playing right back. You stuck with him. You talked about his character yesterday, that he's got that Celtic player character, and he almost exemplified that resolute attitude, didn't he, out there? 19 years old.
Yeah, he was absolutely brilliant. He's just turned 19. He's not played so much for the first team. But everything in his game, first and foremost, he defends. He's really strong. He's aggressive. He stops crosses. He competes in the air. But then he can play. And not only play, he has the belief to play. He takes the ball. He passes the ball. He's made some really good passes, and I was so pleased for him, because he's a young guy that's come through the academy. He's just waiting for that opportunity, and has presented himself, and he's taken it.
How beneficial do you feel, Brendan? Sorry, hi. When he actually came on in the second half, and you had that focal point, how beneficial do you feel that was for the balance of the team, that you had that target man up front? Obviously, as a natural striker.
Yeah, I thought it was important. Listen, there's other games, like Dyson played for us a lot up front last year as well and scored goals. And they made great runs, but he just wasn't quite on it tonight, and we didn't quite feed the ball through to him. I also think as well, primarily he's a player that either can run in behind or a box player when the crosses come in, but I felt we needed someone to hold the ball up and be that reference for us, to allow the other players to come into the game, and Kells I know inside out, so I know he can bring that for us, and he showed that in the second half.
There's still plenty of games to go, obviously, but just in terms of a confidence booster and a marker to work from, how big did that feel tonight?
Yeah, I think you want to make a good first step, and as I said, we're coming to a really, really tough place that over the years, people know how tough it is to come here and get the result with the crowd, and and with their confidence. But we stood up to that, and that's always a good sign for your spirit, for your togetherness. And like I say, we have moments where we could maybe have won that game, but it's a point for us. Nice step, and now we want to maximise our opportunities also at home now, and look forward to that game when it comes next week.
Just to kind of follow on to that point, Brendan, you get back-to-back home games, and obviously they're going to be really important in the campaign in general. Obviously, there's been talk about kind of things like fans boycotting Europa League and taking the huff and all that stuff. Would you hope that's kind of part? Because obviously you've got a good start here, a point in the board, in decent position. Is it all kind of all guns blazing now for these two home games?
Yeah, I really hope so. I think that the lift that the supporters will give the team in these European games would be absolutely critical, and it's, you know, we sensed it here tonight, and our fan base and how fanatical they are can really push us in this competition. So I really hope so. Like I said, I cannot tell the supporters what to do and how to feel, but really, if they can really help us as a team, then that would be amazing, because we will really feel the benefit of that. A packed out Celtic Park can really help us over these coming games.
Is there any questions that require translation? Yeah?
Dobro večer, gospodine Rodžers. Interesuje me šta imate da kažete o igri Crvene Zvezde. Poveli ste 1-0, Zvezda izjednačila 1-1 i interesuje me kakav utisak nosite iz Beograda, posebno vezano za atmosferu na večerašnjoj utakmici. Hvala.
Well, firstly, the atmosphere was fantastic. It's very famous for its atmosphere, the stadium, and it certainly lived up to that. So I was really impressed by the whole occasion. Yes, I like Red Star. They're a good team. They were very well coached. They have some very good players, and we knew we had to be really strong tonight to get a result. And I think we were able to do that. First half, I felt we needed to be more aggressive and faster in our game, but second half we played a really good game, and but probably a point was fair, but it was it was a good point for us, especially away from home.
Poštovanje gospodine Rodžers, želeo bih da vas pitam šta ste rekli svojim igračima na poluvremenu, pošto ste imali furioznih 10 minuta u kojima ste mogli da postignete 3 ili 4 gola, da Zvezdin golman nije bio tako dobro raspoložen. Kako ste ih motivisali da tako dobro izađu u nastavku meča?
No, we had to do more. I spoke at half time. It was too slow, our game, not aggressive enough in our passing in the first half. So at half time, we had to make that very clear, because especially when you have 2 minutes to walk up the tunnel, and you don't have you need to be very precise with your information. But then we came out second half, and like you say, the keeper made some fantastic saves. Like you say, we could have had 3-4 goals in that spell of 10-15 minutes. So yeah, but it's just about aggression. We were much more aggressive second half, and we were much more of a threat.
Dobro večer. Okay. Eto, osvojili ste bod. Koliko ste zadovoljni? Ima još 7 utakmica do kraja. Da li smatrate da može bude jedan dobar početak za Celtic, posebno jer imate domaći šampionat i Evropu i sigurno će značiti na polju samopouzdanja za celu ekipu?
Yes, I think when you come away in Europe, it's important that you want to win. Our idea, our mentality is to go and win the game, and we fight to the end, whether we're home or away, to win. But if you don't get the win, then you will happily take the point. And now with 2 home games to go, we want to really maximise our opportunities at home. We love playing at Celtic Park. Our support is amazing, and they can really push us to get the results that we want. So yeah, it's a nice first step for us. 7 games to go, 21 points to play for, and we want to get as many of those as we possibly can.
Anything else? Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Cheers, guys.
Yeah,